Hey, good morning. This is my morning brief real quick here, guys. So we have a nice little short squeeze going on here in the markets in this wedging pattern here on the ES futures, still inside our wedging pattern. Okay, and potential upside even today. This prior candle right here on the daily, that would be our target high now for today, and that puts us at 40.72. So this high on this candle was actually no. Yeah, 40.72.75. So that would be our potential target here to top of this trend as a potential target for today. So heads up on that on our ESs here. Okay. Uh, some things I'm looking at here. This is our fib arcs. It looks like our unity is trying to point us to 40.50 here. Unity of our trends. Okay. So looks like a no-brainer 40.50 here tag today. I don't know if we get much more than that. We'll see. Some things I'm looking at here. So we have a head, uh, shoulder, and then this is our breakdown for a potential inverted head and shoulders. If we do a from the lows here, fib extensions back up to the bottom of our shoulder, and then anchor that above the prior shoulder area. Now uh, if this is an inverted head and shoulders pattern with a much deeper uh, head on that one, we are projecting a potential move all the way up to 4,400 if the bulls come in here. So heads up on that. So going over the next couple weeks here, we might actually be putting in a bigger move to the upside here. So heads up on that. 4,400 potential here in the coming weeks. So ultimately, what we're probably looking at here, if we do break this downtrend, okay, even if we come into this 40-50 area, that does not mean the downtrend is broken at all. But ultimately, if we do break that downtrend and we hit the 40, start trying to make that 40.70 today or next week or whatever, uh, you have to lean to think that we're going to go back into this area, the shoulder area right here, and this basically is a volatility box. Okay, so bottom line is that is our volatility box right there. So so basically that's where buyers and sellers were really in quandary which direction to take the markets. So this is maybe the ultimate goal for the bulls to get us back in there for indecision to decide whether or not to take her down or take it up. So be aware of that. So that puts us between the 4,100 and the 4,200 volatility box. So some things I'm looking at this morning here. I have the TikTok uh, conglomerate chart with the 5 most important names in the market. So basically, what I've seen right here is a potential breakout. So we're right here opening our session for a head and shoulder, possibly a head and shoulders breakout. See this like it's like a head, you know. Uh, we're right here testing critical resistance here on that, thinking that we're probably going to get a move up and retest this R3 today. So ultimately, I'm looking for Megatech to possibly be coming up to this area up here on my conglomeration chart. So bullish. Given that we're getting a gap and go on the pre-market session, just something to think about going into today's session. Other things that I'm looking at to happen today, if you go over here to your heat map, index watch, and if you put your S&Ps in here, S&P 500s, let's just go with that one right there. So basically, you're advancing, declining, okay? I'm looking for 90% correlation here to the upside today. So I'm looking for one of those outside days. You don't typically see correlation in a 90% percentile. So that's what I'm looking for today is a very, very strong tape giving the global markets this morning. So if that's the case, then the bullish thesis does keep going here. So keep an eye on your correlations and see if those pan out. If anybody wants it, anybody ever watches Shadow Trader, um, on let me wait a minute here. I gotta find if anybody wants this, just let me know. That's not it. Give me a second here. Sorry, I'm going a little bit longer in my video here. If I can find, there it is, Uval Deval. I do have the conglomeration chart. Anybody wants it, I can share that on Thinkorswim. So you are a Thinkorswim user, you can definitely get I've got this for the Nasdaq and the Russell too, and it's got the Uval Deval, advanced decline, in your tick charts, all on one chart. You just keep it on the, over here on the side. You don't have to watch it 24/7, or you can keep it on a separate screen. So I do have that feature if anybody would want something like that going forward. Okay, so just a few things I'm seeing right here. Everything's pointing upward, and there's no reason to fight the trend. At least not this early in the day. It doesn't look like we've actually even come into our resistance yet. So everything's pointing to unity up here at the 40-50 area. There's no reason to think we're not going to get that. So be aware. So we're probably going to go to 40-50, possibly even higher. Remember that trend is up around 40-70, suggesting that we might have an early break above unity, and look above into that 40-70 today, and then we might finally settle back down to 40-50. Okay, just some things I'm looking at here. Please like the video if you like it, and give me some feedback. Okay, thanks.